also had this misbelief, this misconception of martial art a long time ago, that it's only for fit people, it's only for very flexible people. So even though I tried some Sanda, which is Chinese kickboxing classes in my middle school, but I didn't believe in myself enough because I was the only kid in the class who couldn't do a split. So everyone was so good. So I thought that split is something that you must be able to do do martial art, to become good at martial art. But that is so wrong until I met my mentor, Master Dio, who just started teaching me step by step. I started with self-defense. And then that got me into more forms of martial art, because in the principle of self-defense, you're just using any means possible to protect yourself. And I think that is very practical. I'm a very pragmatic person. So I think that's a very important life skill everyone should learn. If you are weaker, you're less fit, even more reason you need to learn how to protect yourself. And it is not about fit people's sport game. So I don't see it as a sport. I see it as a skill, a life skill. Want to tell everyone is, don't be in the heat of argument. It's okay to lose one. Your life is more important, right? So the 3 principles of self-defense is detect, de-escalate, and lastly, it comes to the defense. All right. So actually, by detecting and de-escalating, you will able to stop about 80% of the crime that can happen to yourself. Right, so this part is a detect. You want to see whether this person is displaying any aggressive behavior, whether this person is, or someone like it's not in argument, but someone walking towards you, whether this person looks weird. Does he put his hand in his pocket? Does his pocket look like he has something? Is he reaching for his pocket? Does he put his hand behind where you cannot see? Is he wearing something that is out of ordinary for this weather? Wearing a lot of thicker clothes to disguise the weapon, right? So these are a lot of awareness, observation that you need to do to protect yourself. That's detect. And then de-escalate. Now let's practice the de-escalate. Now if a person is arguing with you and he raises his voice, I raise my voice. So let's say the person is arguing with me, and I'm going to option 1. What? You want to fight? Right? Option 2. Okay, I don't mean to argue. Okay, all right. We just talk civil.
And of course, the handle. So in terms of practice, we will actually advocate the tip of the handle to be about your elbows length. Okay, but of course, because of space constraints and whatsoever, I'm not going to destroy my walls. And plus, definitely you guys don't have anything like I promised. Finger swords for the rest of us, whether you are watching on Facebook or you are watching over Zoom. So how do you create your finger swords, right? So imaginary, I used to do this as a kid, so I'm so happy I can teach you guys. So 3 fingers down. Okay, so you have like a L shape here, and then just thumbs in. All right, so you have this. Yeah, and then you just turn your pinky should face your camera. It's as though you're going to beat a drum, and this is the sharp edge. Make sense? Okay, one more time. So 3 fingers down, form a L shape, and then thumbs in. Then turn the pinky towards me, and you have your sword. Right? It's as though you are using your fingers to slash the guy. Okay, so with that, I'm going to give you very bright props. These are foam sticks I like to use in my teaching tools. And if you're interested in Thai swords, do look out for a new project with Active SG. Should be available on the Active SG circle very soon. So if not, just keep in touch with me, Vinz, or Zesty Kickz. All right. So the first preparation, again, bring back to culture, fitness, and whatsoever. The foot are more than hips width apart. But of course, those of you who are doing it at your home with your finger swords, if you need to sit down, do sit it down. Safety first, right? So just with your finger swords, okay, so kind of enter into this wide stance position. All right, so with the sticks, it will look like this. Notice you can't really see my head. Oh, yeah, this is what I call the center line position, similar to self-defense and what Ming actually mentioned just now. I want to protect my face. So with the finger sword, how does it work? Work this way.